like that? Are you pressed for time? Put you on my mind. Come a little closer like that. Staying up all night, throwing drinks back. Blue eyes smiling while you're cursing. I admit.
Story time of how Josh lost 10 kilos.
So this is not my first rodeo, right? The first time I actually started training was with Cody, and I was 135. I was the current weight that I am now. I was 135. Basically, what happened was COVID happened. On top of that, I got injured, and then after all that was done, I came back to work. Going to work, I was like,
You started, oh God, I was talking about the foot and the knee.
no, and then I went to work, and then I was like, I'm gonna work out, and then I hurt my leg and my knee.
Okay.
Oh my God, bro, I don't know what Sky's
listened to
on,
the
G.
first
I don't know
one.
what Sky's on. Someone help me. I don't know what she's
Sorry, I
on.
was looking at you before you
She's looking at-
watch the tape back. You see
Bro.
her face looking like, yo, shut up.
What the shit? We gotta start again. Alright, so I was with Cody. When I was with Cody, we were training.
Yo, where's your intro at?
I lifted wrong and I injured my wrist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yes.
with Cody, one thing he told me, there's no excuses. Like I injured my wrist, he's like, that's all good, bro. Put this sandbag on you, go walk around the gym. I was like, alright, sweet. So that's what I did. Then COVID happened and everything was completely shut down. So I lost the gym membership.
You didn't leave the gym.
I didn't leave my gym membership actually. Yeah.
You stopped going to the
Stopped
gym
going to
because
gym
of the
'cause
because of the
COVID.
restrictions, yeah.
Yeah, so COVID happened. I got lazy. I'll be straight with you. I got lazy and just ate. And then after COVID, we went back to work. I got too comfortable, and I said to Sky literally the week before, "Look, I'm gonna go train." And then I got injured at work. I did my right foot, and I did an MCL on my left knee. So 2 injuries, and I'm walking like this, like bro, I can't even walk. I walked in, my boss was like, "Bro, go to see a doctor. Like, just get out of my face." I'm like, "Yeah, sweet G." You know. Found out that it was gonna be a long haul. At that time, I was in so much pain. They gave me inflammation tablets and endone. And anyone who's had endone, he does one or two things. Like for me, this is what happened when I took endone. It made me not know where I was. Like I was having that much endone, I didn't know where I was. I was eating heaps. If my mum made food, I'll be like, "Hun, go get me Hungry Jacks. Hun, go get me." Like I was hungry. Then I would just conk out. Then I'll wake up. Oh shit, what day is it? You know what I mean? I did that for about a week and a bit before I said to myself, "Nah, this is something
2
wrong."
weeks.
Or 2 weeks. 2 weeks before something's wrong. Within that 2 weeks, I weighed myself and I was at 145. Then I went cold turkey. So I actually went cold turkey, as in like took through all the medicines out and that, did a whole bunch of research, and this is where it comes down to this, right? And as a disclaimer, I am not telling anyone to go plant-based. So hear me out here, yeah? I'm trying to give you the keys that I did that helped me, right? So, 1, pick a diet. Doesn't matter what diet it is. Basically, for me to exercise, I had to simulate a lot of exercises. Does that make sense? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Something happened.
Why are you laughing, bro? I'm trying to tell them. Trying to tell them how it's 10 kgs and you're just laughing, bro.
I lost 10 kgs.
That's how I lost 10 kgs, bro.
You're guessing how to lose
Gee.
how I lost.
What do you mean?
Because not my parents.
Gee, listen to me. Wait, bro, as if it won't work for anyone. I'm not saying... Listen to this. Listen. I had this injury, okay? Stop laughing, bro. I'm trying to tell them how I lost it. Bro, this is bad.
Okay.
Be serious, man.
This is how Joshua lost 10 kilos. He had an injury last year during COVID. And then he was determined, like, okay, I'm gonna do some weight. Okay, great. He had an injury at work that took out his right foot and his left knee.
Yeah.
And
then because I was out, right? No, I'm gonna put that part where you just said it because I just said that before. So anyways, listen to me.
you cut all that. And then
Yeah, I will. Anyway, so I had an injury. Obviously, the injury that I had, I couldn't stand. If I stood up and I was like that, my toe was just excruciatingly in pain. So I couldn't stand up. So that means like dumbbell curls, I would have to do it on the bench. Yeah, like as in like sit down and do dumbbell curls. So every exercise that you would do standing up, I simulated it to sitting down. For push-ups, I couldn't do push-ups because I couldn't get my toe out straight. So what I did was, I did push-ups on my knees like a girl. Don't care. I went to 100 push-ups on those knees. So, you know what I mean? Now I'm doing 50 push-ups with one foot behind my other foot because I still can't get that foot down. And I used resistance bands. So shout out to PTP Resistance System thingamajiggy, Total Resistance System, and Iron Edge Australia because their resistance bands with G, they really helped me. And so that's what I done. That's the backstory. This is the backstory of like how I got into this, right? Now I'm gonna tell you how I actually lost it. Just so you're like, bro, okay, I don't get where you're coming from. Like, why are you telling everyone to do this? No. Just telling you what happened and what led me to pick this diet that I'm about to say that I went on, right? So, after research, I found out that meat has hema iron in it, right? And I was having a lot of that hema iron, which was causing inflammation, and I needed to get the inflammation down. So, to get the inflammation down, what I did was I went plant-based, right? So I went plant-based, and in the first 2 weeks, yes, I did drop weight. The next 2 weeks though, however, I started to plateau. So what I'm trying to say is pick a diet, any diet you want. It doesn't have to be plant-based. It can be keto, paleo, Mediterranean, because I know that's one of the top diets out there as well. It can be any one of those ones. Doesn't matter, just pick a diet and stick to it, right? So the first one that you need to do 10 kgs is pick a diet. The second thing you need to do is cut, as in like cut junk food or fizzy drink, one or the other. Do you know what I mean? If you want to cut junk food, cut junk food. If you want to cut fizzy drink, cut fizzy drink. You just got to cut one. For me, I cut both because I really wanted to get back to work, so I cut both fizzy drinks and chips and like junk food and right?
Takeaway.
And takeaway. Oh, and takeaway. That was another big thing. I cut takeaway as well.
You do the no takeaway.
Yeah, and then I went on another plateau, because you're gonna be like, bro, I've done what you said. It's been like 2 weeks, and I'm on a plateau again. Yeah, 100%. I'm on another plateau. Actually,
took it another step further.
Yeah, took another step further. I was dehydrated a lot, and I looked up and researched, and I needed 4 liters of water in me from what I was doing on a calorie deficit. So I increased my water levels to 4 liters of water throughout the day. Yep, 4 liters of water throughout the day, and I started losing again. And so that's what I did for my diet. So when you talk about a diet or a lifestyle change, the things that you have to do is you have to be mindful of that. You have to be mindful of what you're cutting, and you have to be mindful of drinking a lot of water. Does that make sense?
And then your mindset, you'll be in a different whole mindset.
Yeah. And then I increased the protein that I was having, right? Because I was training at the same time and muscles were getting fatigued. Okay, so that was the first thing you got to do, is pick a diet, right? The second thing you need to do is, after you pick the diet and the exercises that you want to do, you need to have a tracking system, right? So the tracking system can be anything from a notebook to Fitbit to MyFitnessPal. Now, I use all three, and I don't pay for any one of them. Does it make sense? I paid for the notebook when I had to get the notebook, right? Other than that, I don't pay for any one of them. Yeah, I use all three for different things. I use one to track my exercise, I use one to track my food, and I use one to literally track my sleep and everything else like that, because a lot of you don't know, I have PTSD. So when I go to sleep, I might only get an hour's worth of sleep. Do you know what I mean? Through that whole entire night, and then train again. But lately I have been getting really good sleep. That's another thing. So when it comes to tracking, make sure that you track everything, right? And it really helps, because like when Sky would get takeaway and they would have McDonald's sitting there and I wanted some McDonald's, I'd put that into my calorie counter, right? And my calorie counter was 1,800 calories throughout the day, okay? I would always try and stick, that was already a deficit, but I would try and stick to make it even better and do like 1,200, 1,300, do you know what I mean? Because anything below that, then MyFitnessPal will be like, nah, you're in a dangerous thing, you need to eat more, do you know what I mean? So that's what I did there. The reason why I use MyFitnessPal and Fitbit, and I'll do another video about it, I'll tell you why. And then after that, I got the 2 keys now. The 2 keys was 1 diet and 2 tracking, right? There's 3 other things that come into play after you could do that, right? And it's mindset, which means, when I say mindset, it means that you have to trust the process. You have to trust that what you're doing is right. Do you know what I mean? Like, your diet that you chose is right. It's right for you. And you might fail. It might take you 3 different diets to find the right one for you. Do you know what I mean? For me, it was very easy. Like I said before, it's not my first rodeo, so I already knew what my body needed, right? I just wanted to get the information down. Plant-based got the information down, right? So when I say mindset, you have to trust the process. It's a long process. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, don't think you're not doing great.
Yeah, don't think you're not doing great.
You're doing great. Every day you're doing great.
Yeah. It's all about the mindset. So once you get that mindset down, you're pretty much The mindset is like getting up in the morning when it's cold. The mindset is being that guy that when your team goes out for team lunch, you're sitting there with your food, eating it, or you're scoffing down your shake. And then after that is consistency. So it's being consistent, right? So it's being consistent to your diet and your exercise that you chose. And making sure you're consistent every day, like you're on point. And then there's no way you're gonna be consistent every day. I had stuff ups halfway through when I ate meat. I had takeaway. I had no choice. I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on because I was dehydrated. I was like, bro, every time I eat, I'm getting everything back. Nah, which is like, I was out of water. So yeah, even I stuffed up. I didn't do 3 weeks, 3 months perfect. No freaking way. And like, if you do, good on you. If you do a squeaky clean, good on you. But everyone makes mistakes. And then what was the other one? Accountability. So you got to be accountable for everything you do, from your diet to the way you track, from your diet to the way you track stuff to eating food.
Time of exercise.
Like
getting up. Like being committed to your work. Like obviously Joshua didn't like work out, like say for 2 days, for example. Then
Skull on my back.
You have to be accountable that he didn't work out for 2 days. And then and then you wonder like, oh well, I've worked out like for 5 days, even though you missed 2 days, but like 2 days is a lot for your mindset because you put yourself back in a place where it's like, I was doing great, now I'm here.
Yeah.
And to get back there, it's like, yeah, you gotta realize that it was, you know, you take it on the chin. Take it, you know what, I missed the 2 days, you know what,
keep on going.
Want to work it out, yeah.
Yeah. And then once you got that, then you pretty much straight. For me, how I did it, and I'll be straight with you guys, I found the diet, I found all the tracking stuff, I held accountable, I kept consistent, and I kept my mindset. And what I did was in the morning, I trained, I'd have a protein shake, go to work, eat lunch at work, you know what I mean? No snacks, come back home and have dinner. And you gotta remember, I cut fizz drink, cut junk food, and the water rose up. And that's what I did in the 3 months to lose that 10 kgs. Now, could I have done it faster? Could I have lost more in 3 months? 100%.
Without no injury, yeah.
Without no injuries, 100%. I could have done it. You know what I mean? I could have like done battle ropes. I could have like freaking gone for runs, gone for walks on top of what I was doing. Unfortunately, being injured, it's a slow process. You know what I mean? And I get that.
But it's still a good process though,
yeah.
Because like, imagine if you weren't training
Let's
for
get more
the 3
fat. I'll
months.
probably be like 155, 160, 100%. Because I'll still be on endo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for the pain relief. But like
Yeah,
now, but your pain relief now is like exercising, like getting up, like.
It is. So yeah, if you want to know how I lost 10 kgs, on how to lose 10 kgs, straight off the bat, do that. I am doing another different diet. It would still be plant-based, but it'd be a bit more different. So stay tuned for that because that's coming up next. If I was hungry, that's another thing. If you were hungry,
just your food.
I'd have protein shakes, huh?
Just your food. You done that?
No, I've done it already.
Okay.
Yeah, I already told them I'm plant-based. I can do a whole video thing on it.
Yeah. We'll do like a what I eat in a day.
Yeah, I'll do what I eat in a day. Yeah. So what's my end goal? For everyone out there wanting to know, my end goal is to be 115 by October. You know what I mean? So by October, by the time OJ, you see this, brother?
And his weigh-in will be like next.
I'll be 115. And I weigh in every month. That's just a mindset kind of thing. You know what I mean?
18th or 20th.
Yeah.
Like 18th,
and
18th, 20th. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, and that's nothing but mindset. Sometimes people don't want to weigh themselves every week because it fluctuates too much. Weigh yourself on the freaking in a month's time. See what you got. You know what I mean? That's what I do. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be 115 by October. My goal weight is to actually be 100 by January. If I'm 100 by January, I'll bulk up to 115. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully I'll shut down. And hopefully this was informative for everyone out there. Like, bro, how did you lose 10 kgs? Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people have asked me, how do you lose 10 kgs? A lot of people have asked me, you know, like, bro, how are you getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning and training every time? There's a lot of things that push my drive, you know what I mean? But that's for another video, and all the other stuff is another video. This was just how to lose 10 kgs. We hope you enjoyed it.
Flood his Instagram to watch the workouts.
Flood it, I like it. Comment on it.
And
say
don't
something.
forget to push the notification bell on his Instagram.
Yeah,
So
yes.
we can get notified and stuff like that.
Yeah. I won't post any more workout videos. I'm just putting it out there. I won't post any more videos. So just gotta get my power up.